Call to order. Good afternoon. Konbawa. Today's meeting of the Clearwater Citizens Sister Cities Advisory Board is called to order at 4 p.m. Today, October 23rd, 2025. An agenda for today's meeting is on the wall at the entrance to the council chambers and also online at myclearwater.com. For those present in chambers, please remember to turn off your cell phones respectively. Introduction of our board members.
Good evening, Doug Kelly. Nice to be here. Nice to see you here too.
I'm Stephanie Chill, President of Clearwater Sister Cities.
Watashi wa Robert Cantor desu. Good afternoon, I'm Robert Cantor.
Good afternoon, I'm Vice Mayor Lena Teixeira.
Item number 1, approval of minutes from our January 26, 2025 Sister Cities Advisory Board meeting.
Move to approve the minutes of the June 26, 2025 meeting.
A second.
Second. Approved. We have a
We
forum.
gotta vote.
We have approved.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Our next item, are there any citizens to be heard regarding items not on the agenda?
There's only one citizen.
No. Okay. Next item, new business items. Sister City, City of Clearwater official delegation trip to Nagano, Japan.
Good afternoon. Amber Bryce, Arts and Cultural Affairs Manager. Today I wanted to do a short presentation about our official delegation trip to Nagano, Japan in July. This presentation is intended to highlight some of the things on the trip, but I encourage you all to speak about your own experiences or jump in, or you can say anything at the end. Councilmember Teixeira has already sat through this once, so I apologize for the repeat. But here we go. So just a little history. Clearwater has been sister cities with Nagano, Japan since 1959. It's the second oldest sister city relationship in Florida. We've been doing delegation visits for over 50 years and student exchanges for over 35 years. On our first day in Nagano, I think I can speak for everybody and say they really rolled out the red carpet for us. They were holding up signs. They had a TV screen at the train station. They had American flags. It was just a really warm welcome. They were all applauding for us. And then they took us to a traditional horigatatsu restaurant, which has the hole in the floor. We had some delicious tempura, as you can see. Then we went to the Murakami Miso Factory. We did a tour there. We learned all about the different types of miso. You can see on the plate here how many different types we got to try and taste, just kind of like a cheese tasting. We couldn't take pictures inside because they're top secret, but we got to learn about everything in the classroom. That evening, we had a citizens welcome dinner. This was at a local Italian restaurant. Everyone got up and made speeches about their involvement in the Sister Cities program. It was really nice to hear everybody's stories. They had a violinist that played for us, and there she is. She's been to Clearwater a couple times. And then the mayor got to reconnect with an old friend as well. And it was just a really nice evening. The next day, we did our school visit. So we went to a local middle school called Kawanakajima. They had a warm welcome for us. They had flags and signs, maps. And we also got to eat lunch with the students in their classrooms. So that picture on the right is the school lunch that we got to have with them. And then the students also clean their own schools. So that picture in the middle is Councilmember Cotton and Assistant City Manager Dan Slaughter on their hands and knees helping the students clean. It was just a really nice day to see how they run their school. That evening we had the City Hall visit and a reception dinner. So we went to City Hall. It was very formal. Poor Mr. Mayor had to give about 5 speeches in a row. We had official meetings with the superintendent. Mayor Ogiwara was waiting for us as we got off the bus, shook our hands. They had a really nice display set up for us. We got to actually go into their city council chambers, which we found out later that was a very big honor because even our liaison who had worked in that building for 3 years hadn't been in the chambers. So it's not like here where the public's allowed in. So this was the nice display that they had of our history of our sister city, all the gifts that have been given in the past. And then that evening, we had the official reception dinner. So we learned about the tea ceremony, which was really cool. They also had a shodo demonstration, which is Japanese calligraphy, and they did a performance to music. Then they had a koto demonstration, which is a musical instrument native to Japan. There were some formal speeches, traditional kimono. Again, they applauded for us as we walked into the rooms. It was just a very warm welcome. And there's the mayors. And then the next day, we had our shrine and cultural visits. So in the morning, we took about an hour car ride up the mountains to Tokakuji Shrine. We walked up the mountains. It was very beautiful, but horseflies and the bees were out, so we had to walk fast or we were getting bit. Then we went to an oyaki farm. So we got to learn about oyaki, which is a traditional dumpling, which is native to Nagano. And we got to make our own oyaki. And then we got to eat the oyaki. In the bottom left there, you can see we're learning about the history of the company and oyaki itself. And we got to eat the oyaki that we made, which was very nice. On the last day, we went to Senkoji Temple. It was very hot the whole time we were there, but you can't take pictures inside the temple. So we did go inside. We got some fortunes. We got to do a little shopping, see the street merchants and all of that. So after that temple visit, we took the train to Kyoto. And then the next day we did a cultural tour. So we got to see the Imperial Palace, the Golden Temple, and it was also a very hot day, but it was very, very cool to see all of those things. Lastly, the entire, city council and staff got to visit with some of these business meetings. So they met with Daiso, which just opened their new store here in Countryside. They met with Jetro and then Daiwa House. And then the entire delegation got to go to the U.S. Embassy, which was really insightful, really eye-opening. I think it was a great learning experience for all of us. And this kind of goes through the business meetings, things that were discussed, who met with who. And then we had some delicious food, which are some other pictures throughout our visit. And then I would like to just ask if you guys would like to make any comments or talk about the trip or anything like that.
What was that dinner? Was that a meat, the teriyaki?
The first one?
Yeah,
Yeah, was tempura.
I see.
Yeah, fried shrimp and vegetables and things like that.
Sounds good.
It was very good.
I'd love to say that I feel like it was a very productive visit. I think that council and staff and all the participants really got a look at the hospitality that is so well known in Japanese culture, and to experience that, which gives us and our citizens and our staff a better way to make sure that we are responding in like when we receive visitors from Nagano and from really any culture, that we are living up to a high level of hospitality and providing that. I think a really big theme too throughout the visit was this idea that the relationship building is so essential, especially with Japanese businesses and organizations. The idea that we start by offering a friendly hand, by being supportive up front, gives them confidence to know that they can enter a relationship, whether it's business or exchange, with us, and that we will have support provided for their people when they come here. And I feel like we heard that across the businesses, the miso factory, the oyaki, and even with Daiso and Jetro when we were meeting with them. So I really thank the city for allowing everyone to participate, and for the things that we now are working on to continue this forward in other business and exchange ways.
This trip was, in my mind, very special. And I feel, and my husband agrees, very thankful to have that incredible opportunity. I also want to formally thank you, Amber, and acknowledge that you are a new mom and you were separated from your baby, and you literally led us like little ducks behind you. We were a big party. in a very busy time, and you led us always calmly, and so you did a great job, and you should be acknowledged for that.
Thank you.
There's a lot of things that have resonated with me. I think the one that always pops in my mind the first is the visit in the school. Having children myself and going through the school system, it was so interesting, and it was wonderful to see young children in Japan and witnessing how they were educated and how different it is here. And I appreciated the differences, and the children were wonderful. So that was definitely one of the best experiences that I had. I was also very excited about the opportunity with meeting all the various companies in Japan, from Daiso, which is now part of our community, and especially the Oyaki company. We spoke to the president, and we were kind of brainstorming about how they would be able to sell it, let's say in Clearwater. And they were considering changing the filling so that it would be more marketable here. And then coincidentally, 2 weeks later, I went to Vancouver, and I met an owner of a small stall that all she did was sold oyaki. And she was from Nagano, and she changed the fillings to accommodate the tastes of the West Coast in Canada. So I think it was a great opportunity. I think it's going to reap its rewards in the future as well. And I will always be very thankful and appreciative of the beautiful country with its beautiful people.
And can I also say just a big thank you to Clearwater Sister Cities? And they really
Yes.
helped, and they've been helping with this exchange with the students that are here as well. So it wasn't just all me, but it was Sister Cities as well. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yes, thank you.
Combined efforts make everything better.
Yeah, I want to thank Stephanie and Sister Cities, Inc. I mean, the work that they do behind the scenes tirelessly. I mean, we've got students here today, high school students. This exchange has been going on for a long time, education-wise. Just kudos to them for this wonderful foundation and the respect that we demonstrated to the residents of Nagano, Sister Cities, Inc., and our entire delegation was sizable. So I believe we made a wonderful deposit to the leadership, the city council, the mayor, and the citizens of Nagano by coming over there after a hurricane, a year after, with a sizable delegation, reinforcing the education, and then really focusing on the economic opportunities. I think that foundation was made very clear, and now it's ironic or wonderful with Daiso here and the other meetings. So I think we have a special opportunity and window here to capitalize on that in a win-win way for both communities. I mean, Nagano is very fond of Clearwater and vice versa. So we want to extend that relationship to the next level, take it to the next level, economically, culturally, and continue the education and supporting that. I'm blown away by that relationship, especially Sister Cities, Inc., so thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda would be the visiting high school students from Nagano, Japan.
So our high school students from Nagano are here. They flew in last night, and they will be here until the 31st. So we have a representative, one of them, May Momota, would like to come up and give a couple of comments.
Hello everyone. My name is May Momota. I'm a high school student from Nagano City, Japan. It's such an honor to visit Clearwater today and to meet all of you who has welcomed us to warmly. Thank you so much for having us. And actually, I've been waiting for this day for more than a year. And last year, I couldn't come because of the hurricane. So being here today feels really special to me. And I'm truly happy and grateful to finally be here. I'm also staying with the host family, host family of the exchange student who I welcomed in Japan last year. When I saw her again after such a long time, I was so moved that I actually cried a lot in a good way. And they welcomed me so warmly, and it really made me realize how deep the friendship between our cities can be. So this actually my third time to visit the United States, but it's my first time in Florida and Clearwater. So I learned about I'm so excited to explore many places and learn about the culture, nature, and people here. And through this visit, I hope to learn how your community and discover how people here care for each other and for the environment. Nagano, my host town, is surrounded by beautiful mountains, and how famous our its clean air and fresh waters and delicious local food. Our city values both tradition and innovation, and we are very proud to be connected with Clearwater. Since arrived here, I've been amazed by the beautiful places, the friendly people, and the strong sense of community in Clearwater. Even though our culture and language are different, I can feel that we share the same goal to make our communities move welcoming, sustainable, and full of smiles. I hope this friendship between Nagano and Clearwater will continue to grow stronger, and that young people like us can be a bridge that connect our two cities in the future. Thank you again for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak today. And I'm so happy to be here, and I treasure every moment of this experience. Thank you very much.
And I just wanted to add something. I should have prefaced this, but May's host family is the Yingiras. So she sits on our board. She went over there and she actually stayed with May's family, and then May gets to stay with her family. So it's a true exchange, and that's exactly what we're trying to do with this exchange program. So it's really wonderful to have her here, especially since she didn't get to come last year. So thank you again.
Our next item on the agenda will be our director's report from the Clearwater Sister Cities, Inc., from our president, Stephanie.
Thank you. Our main focus has been this high school exchange and helping get that ready, so we're so delighted that you all are here. Thank you for joining us, and I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But on the horizon, something that I did want to share with the board and with the community is that Clearwater Sister Cities is planning an international festival that will be on November 7th. And it is a free family festival. There will be arts and crafts, make and takes that people can take with them or make right there. We will have international shopping, and we're celebrating both Nagano and Ixmiquilpan. So both of our sister cities. It's called the International Bazaar because it's a little bit of a festival, a little bit of a market, and it's really to raise awareness about both of our sister cities and try to do a little bit more programming around Ixmiquilpan as we continue to grow that relationship. So Amber, I can email this to you if you could share it with the board and with city staff. And we also want to thank the Downtown Development Board. They're helping us put on this event downtown. It will be on Cleveland Street in the 400 block from 6 to 8 on November 7th. We're looking forward to that. And the high school, the other thing would be the high school applications are open, but the middle school applications are now open as well. So we are rolling forward on preparing for our students to be visiting Nagano in 2026 over the summer. So that is out there. Please help share the word so we can get our best applicants in and prepare them to travel.
Great. Thank you, Stephanie. Are there any of the board members who would like to be heard at this time? Lena?
I just want to make one more comment. I really enjoyed meeting this group at the City Hall. I know we were very excited to have you there, and I can't wait to hear more about your trip, and I hope you have a really good time.
I just want to say, enjoy the sunshine and the beach and the sand. We're happy that you're here. Okay. Doug, Stephanie?
No?
Okay, wonderful. Meeting adjourned.